Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending from where you're watching us from. These are our faces. This is Oscar, your host, and with me today is Alberto. Alberto, how are you doing?
Hi, all good, all good. Really excited to see the match between Poland and Japan. That will be a really interesting one.
Absolutely. We've seen Poland gaining in level, and we've seen Japan beating France during the group stages this year. So we'll see how these two teams fare against each other. We have 30 seconds to go for the first race. Marcino and Zimusp on the Polish side, 95, and Yutsuki for the Japanese in a 2v2 offshore racer on the end course.
Yeah. So we are at the start of the race. 15 seconds to go. There is a penalty for one of the Japanese, but one of the Japanese seems kind of in trouble at the moment. But he can actually manage to almost free himself, but he gets a penalty. But also penalty for Marcino that was going out.
Exactly, Marcino doing a false start. Yutsuki on the left, followed closely by Zimusp, 95, going on to port tack, just above Marcino.
It's a really nice start of this race. As you can understand, there is no major winner here. There was a slightly win for Poland, but they made a really strange mistakes over there by starting really early. And now Zimusp is fighting against Yutsuki. I believe he was in Trieste, am I correct?
Yutsuki, we had who? We had Kazuki, who became vice. Oh, in Trieste.
Yeah.
We're starting to dates. I'm not even sure anymore.
No worries. We have plenty of Japanese sailor that join us for the finals of the World Championship. But here we are at mark number 1. Two Japanese have the control over the two Polish. Seems to be a risky position here for Zimus, that he going away to avoid any penalty. And
yeah, he's gonna have to take wide if he wants to avoid the penalty. Attacks now, but takes the penalty nonetheless against Yutsuki, who is trying to get in. Marcino unfortunately touches the mark and is going to be penalized by Rule 31. Slow down for 10 seconds for touching that mark. Quickly reading the Twitch chat, Flow 48789, not in French this day. No, so yesterday we had the K Championship Grand Final. That stream wasn't French because, well, it was in partnership with K Challenge, who is a French team in the Sail GP. But today we're back with the World Sailing competitions with the Nations Cup. So we're staying in English.
At the moment, Zimusp is covering Yutsuki. Zimusp 14 knots, 95. Sorry, Yutsuki 12 something. Yutsuki tried to escape, but now is sandwiched between Marcino and Zimusp. And now they're hitting him really hard. They're slowing him down almost a knot, as you can see. But Marcino is slightly out of the path, so it's kind of tricky for him to cover him.
Yeah, with the 1-2 scenario, as we repeat it every time, you're gonna have to avoid that fourth place. Fourth place is going to be an automatic loss for your team.
Yeah.
So the plan for the Polish here is to target one of the Japanese, push them into fourth. The Japanese, obviously, it's to keep that 1 and 2 position.
And the Polish are actually doing an amazing job here. Penalty 11 here. Really strange penalty for Zimus. But he's
still very close, so
yet. Yeah. Marcino should be slowing down exactly like this to slow down Yutsuki, allows Zimus to come in, but he didn't manage to get the overlap. And I believe will be the first. Still kind of early.
Yeah, there's still too close.
It's definitely a strong position here for Japanese.
Yeah, they decided to put their kite down before and actually gave that distance, a bit more distance between Yutsuki and the two Polish. RG Tyler, best of luck to both teams. Nice on the evening stream. Thanks. Good to see you in the chat, RG Tyler. Hope you're doing well. We actually have 2 games today, both games with Poland.
Yep.
First one against Japan that we're currently watching, and then tonight for those in Europe, it's going to be against Switzerland. It's going to be at 5 p.m. UTC. That might be a
Busy
bit
day
late in
for
the
us.
night for you, RG Tyler.
Not much that the Polish can do here. Unfortunate penalty I got from Zimus over Yutsuki, and the victory goes to Japan.
Does look like a 1-2 for Japan. Japan taking the early round. It's going to be 7 races in total. Still in the group stage, so no team gets knocked out. This is just to get the ranking of the groups to then choose the seeding for the knockout stage. Zimus is crossing the finish line, and now Marcino is going to follow. And well, 3 seconds to go, and we'll soon switch to the water.
Perfect. I want to say that this SailGP boat for the Polish team looks amazing with the eagle on the symbol of the boat. Japanese went for a full white with the Japanese flag on the top. So nice choice for both teams as color-wise.
It's going to be easy for us to identify the boats.
Yeah, too easy.
It's likely going to be a bit harder for us tonight with Poland versus Switzerland, both teams in red and white.
Hopefully one chooses red, one chooses white. 40 seconds to go, still kind of early, but 2 penalties for Japan so far. And, but the real game starts at 25 seconds, let's say. So right now, nobody have a penalty. Who's getting the penalty now could be a tricky situation because you're carrying on for all the start. They are getting ready now. 14 seconds. Everybody is going too fast. I believe Vari is a little bit early, trying to give a penalty to the Japanese opponent. Penalty for Core. Nice start for Antila Aquila from underneath. But Kazuki and Kanako are much faster and are in the lead. 1-2 Japan. Great start for
Pablo Zamora in the chat. Hi, good morning from Argentina. Nice to see some Argentinians. You're looking at eSailing. Hope you're doing well.
No worries. At the moment, lead for Japan team. It will be difficult now for the Polish to come back. But friendly flyer between Vari and Tila Aquila. Really, definitely a missed call between the captain and the female player. That is going to be risky, but the important is only one thing, that Vari is getting in front of Kazuki. That is the only things that matters at the moment. And right now, Kazuki or Kanako. But at the moment, Yuko behind is devastating the Polish team. And the 1-2-4 is a really difficult to come back from that. Really,
rough start here for the Polish. With the F50, it's hard to catch up. It's a very fast boat. So it's possible. We've seen it happens multiple times, but it's definitely not going to be easy, especially with a roster this good.
Yeah. Japanese are not coming here for fun. They're putting their best team possible. though they're showing their cards before the knockouts, I believe other countries were more careful on that. France and Italy definitely. I don't think they show up their best team so far or the best composition ever, because sometimes you have Pepito, sometimes you have Alex. So they didn't
Yeah, I
show up
guess
with the
it's a
best team.
choice of strategy for each team. Some teams prefer to get maybe some players that are usually considered B tier for the team,
Hmm.
like not necessarily first choice, to get that experience in and get this experience and the combos and learn how to team race. And then other
Yeah,
teams like the Japanese, it seems so, are maybe trying to find in the group stages which players will always play for
yeah.
some races. And so get
It's
the
an
players used to play
interesting
with.
and different tactic. I'm not sure which one I will choose because both of them have major pros and cons. At the moment, Japanese are 1, 2, 3, and I would say almost impossible to come back.
Yeah, as you can see on your screen, currently Japan is leading Group B. This is their last race
Yeah,
for the group stage, and they're currently leading Group B. Pablo Zamora, are this Regatta's players with the help of Leyline, Wind Direction, and VMG or no? So these races are played in what we call arenas. So they're private challenges for specific players and events, and so they play with all the race helps. They can't choose to some race helps in particular. No, they play with everything automatically.
let's say for now, so people can be scared for next events. Next Nations Cup, all F50, no Alps. What do you say? At the moment, a major lead for Japan, 1, 2, 3. It will be a 2-0 situation for Japan, and I need to prepare the message.
Yep, 1, 2, 3. That's a pretty strong start for the Japanese. Vari was in there for some time in third. Fortunately, did not manage to catch up and put the penalties necessary on the Japanese to allow his teammates to come back. But this is the final standing for race number 2. Armenia, RVCell, Vegas, and Yutsuki for the Japanese, AKZ90 Comrade, Aquila Antila, Korba, and Vari for the Polish. And I see Chris1707D saying Japan to the final. Well, they've never reached the final in the eSailing Nations Cup so far. They've been close several times. But maybe this year is their year.
Do you want to start the race?
Yep, race has started. We're gonna be switching to the water in a few seconds.
So at the moment, we see the play. It will be on an end course, as you can see from the top screen. And at the moment, people are trying to defend their position and making sure that the right-hand side is protected. There's a major right-wind shift coming. Is a left at the moment. So let's see what is going to happen. 30 seconds. Polish is kind of in the back of the race, and Japan is following them. They were trying to go as fast as they can. Ooh, nice overlap over here. Penalty for RV Sail at 15 seconds. Definitely this one will be costly. Actually, no, because he managed to squeeze up a place. 3 seconds to the start. And I will say, ooh, friendly fire between the Japanese and one out. Penalty for Yutsuki, Mine, and Korba.
The Japanese still do have KGR in Vegas at the top.
Yeah.
Then Mino Arvisel and Yutsuki lost a bit of meters after that penalty. And Korba doing a false start is also behind. So it's actually pretty close still, no clear winner after that start.
Yeah. But I would say is a tight start, and there is the possibility for both the team to get the first position in the rounding mark. It depends on the tactics in the next few seconds. As you can see, there is a massive right-wing shift where Antila, Aquila, AKZ, and Korba are going, while Vari is following Mine. This one will be a tricky thing.
It will be.
To the answer for Japan to the final, they always are the candidate. Penalty for Vari in the meanwhile from Mini. They always were the candidate for a final position, and they're always almost there. I believe they have a really strong roster this year. I believe they improved and they get something. They closed the gap that was before with Italy and France. But I don't think we do not know yet, because both Italy and France did not show up their real weapon, and probably they will keep it for the final.
I think I agree on that, but they do have a better shot than ever. They did beat France in the first ever Nations Cup. Japan eliminating France in the first round. But since they've won against France in group stages, that was the case for this year, for example, where they won 4-3 against France. But then, as you said, never beat it in the final.
Japan at the moment, they have the lead with KGR and Vegas, but Yutsuki and Mini are at the moment in trouble because Antila Aquila is pushing the 1 and 2 away, but the other 3 are actually fighting really hard against the other the 2 left. Penalty for Korba, though. This one would be a heavy one. And Vari now is in attacking mode, and penalty for Yutsuki in the back. And the Korba is covering Mine. They are trying to... Korba is covering AKZ at the moment, so bad situation now. Bad jibe for the Polish sailor. Bad move from Vari that get a penalty 11, and ooh, nice penalty for Mine at the moment. So if they have the 1-2, they are probably going to win, but Antila Aquila is there to avoid that. Let's see if AKZ is smart enough to go to the puff and
That's what
try
he's
to
trying to do.
overtake.
Slowly gaining some speed. 5 knots.
He's going 15 knots. Yeah, it's insane 5 knots with this kind of boat. Vegas now catch the same puff, and AKZ now is fighting for the second position. Really nice change
and
here.
Aquila also fighting over here on the left of them.
Antila Aquila at the moment, I believe she have the 4th position. With a nice jibe, could be a deadly penalty for Yutsuki. The problem is, where is Vari? Vari went all the way outside the racing. He was trying to reach for that path, but he didn't manage to. And at the moment, I believe the nice tactic for the Polish will be one that is pushing the top 2 away, and the rest are fighting as much as they can.
Yep. Well,
Put
Yutsuki
the
taking a
guys
penalty,
in.
so that's good. I'm not sure Yutsuki has rounded the mark properly,
Yeah, he didn't.
so he's gonna have to do it again, and that's gonna allow 3 Polish to go into 3-4-5, and then it's for Korba and Minyo RV Sail to decide. Korba needs to catch up on Yutsuki.
And now he's penalty for Korba. AKZ now needed to push the 2 Japanese away so they cannot come back, and the rest of them needed to make a big separation. Penalty now for Yutsuki.
Well done by Vari for the mark trap.
Yeah. Until Akira now is going to cover Yutsuki as well.
Korba unfortunately taking another penalty from Minyo RV Sail. And Korba.
Ooh, nice penalty on Mine. Really, really well executed by Vari.
Yeah, sorry, Vari, not Korba.
The thing is, at the moment, AKZ, because Vegas went to help Yutsuki, he's gotten the 2nd position, and this is a winning combo for Poland. Really, really, really nicely done tactic for the Polish team. Let's see if they can catch the first victory of the day.
Yep, they need to continue on this good tactics until the finish line, because the Japanese still do have 3 boats in the lead with Yutsuki over there. He's alone. He's currently 7th, but he's going to be in a puff. But the J70 is kind of locked at 6 knots, so with the other boats going at 5.8, 5.9 knots, I don't know if that's going to make a difference. It does look like he's gaining some meters.
Yeah, massive left wing shift coming. And a nice first tactic now. Was cancelled by a massive puff on the left, and another victory for Japan that interpret the race in the right way, the race course. Polish did an amazing job on the tactic, but forgot the strategy. Japan did an amazing job on the strategy, not so strong in the tactic, and that's why is another point for change. Is not there, not performing well. Is Japan is definitely much stronger.
Yeah, they're doing most of their races right. No major tactical mistakes whatsoever. But we're heading towards the 3v3 in the star. Korba, AKZ, and Tilakila for the Polish. And KGR, Kanako, Yutsuki for the Japanese.
It's really interesting because Japan at this moment is excelling in skill on a personal level and amazing strategy, but is lacking a little bit in tactic. While Poland is going really, really well on tactic only. Amazing start for Japan. 1, 2, 3. This is going to hurt. 2 penalties here with a 3v3 means that Kanako and KGR can run away and Yutsuki can block the rest of the team. Penalty also for Antila Aquila, that was the last one who didn't have a penalty at the beginning of the race. Not saying that is a victory for Japan, but as 50% of the race is decided at the start, and this is a clear victory for Japan, and possibly another point from Japan even at this early stage of the race.
Yeah, the start definitely put the Japanese in a very comfortable place for the rest of this race. 3v3, if you have the 1 and 2 combo, you basically win. Same for 1 and 3. So as you said, Yutsuki being the 4th for the Japanese is likely going to be the one who will be slowing down the Polish behind and let his two teammates KGR and Kanako just go fast.
Let's see what Yutsuki is doing now with Korba. Leave out here, but he's also blocking KGR. You know, it was bad for Japan, but it's not so bad because Korba and AKZ are back, and they do not have the Yutsuki do not have the possibility to block nobody. The only one a little bit late is Antila Aquila because Kanako and KGR on the left hand side. They were hoping for the left wing shift, but is just now reaching the racing area. Now Korba need to open the door for Korba to come in, and nicely done. One penalty. Let's see if there is a second penalty here. They need to give more penalties because Antila Aquila is in the back. They needed to slow them down more because Antila is not that close.
Well, they do have 2 and 3, so if they can have 1 and 3 or 1 and 2, that could be enough.
Yeah, that's correct.
But it's gonna be hard to defend with the star in the downwind because it has this very long wind shadow, very efficient wind shadow. So they're gonna have to defend very well during this half downwind and then during the long downwind. In the end, Latina Aquila can slow down the Japanese. She's still in range. But by doing so, she's also slowing down the Polish. So we're going to see a dance and a battle between AKZ and KGR and Yutsuki and Korba.
Yeah, but it's really, really well done by Antila Aquila. Japan want the first because they want to have more options. When you have the first, you have a lot of options. You can be 1 and 2, 1 and 3. You do not, if you do not have the 6, you are almost fine. So at the moment, it's difficult for Poland. It's really, really difficult for Poland because that's a penalty for LKZ. So now everything is in the hand of Korba. That need to wait for the opponent to come close. If he can give one penalty and cover the other one, is good enough. But you need to be super careful.
You missed it. No,
nicely done by Korba.
And Silankilo unfortunately also taking a penalty.
I believe now Korba should be focusing on Yutsuki. So because KGR is kind of blocked by AKZ. AKZ do not need to let KGR attack. That is a problem now for Poland because they have 1 and 2, and the 2 is actually KGR because Yutsuki do not have anything that he can get, even if the list says different because it's slightly ahead. KGR have the right of way on the rest of the fleet, so AKZ need to be super smart and do not make any mistakes here. And this one is actually a good maneuver, so it allow Korba to come in and make a block. But now penalty for the first one. But he missed Antila Aquila.
Watch out for the friendly fire. But Korba is kind of stuck on the upwind right now. He came too narrow to the wind, and after that, taking a friendly fire with AKZ.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. And now KGR will try the best to allow Yutsuki to run away, and what AKZ need to do is do not allow KGR to do that. And I believe he's doing it in the right way. Nice tactic against for Poland. Only minor issue with Korba over there that is covering Antila Aquila. Because Antila Aquila cannot get there and cover because of Korba. Korba needs to run away from that position, or the victory will be again for Japan.
Yeah, they need both Antila Kila and Korba to finish before Yutsuki.
Yeah.
Then I hope AKZ can manage his own against KGR.
And the hope is already gone because penalty for AKZ. Antila Aquila is playing a really well done against interesting.
Yeah, so
Japan,
now
instead of closing, is going for the 2v1.
they want to make sure that AKZ stays in 6, because AKZ is outside of the 6, then it's a win for Poland. But if AKZ stays in 6th place, then it's a win for Japan.
AKZ need to jibe now. Too late. Victory Japan. If he jibed when I say that, he could have a possibility. But right now, the chances are minimal. Ooh, penalty, but it's not enough.
Yeah, that was very.
We can wait 10 more seconds. One player is not joining the race. We have
We're missing one Japanese.
We're missing one Japanese. The Polish team is in.
There he is.
Okay, perfect. KRN.
Yeah, was it KRN?
Yeah.
Okay, is everyone in control of the boat? Looks like it. So we're gonna get the start. And switch to the race course for the race number 6.
KRN is also, is actually another female, is Karen Ishikawa, and good luck to her first race here in the Nations Cup.
Yep, wish her the best of luck. And we'll see how this 5v5 pans out. Win in combo, well, the maximum win in combo is a 1, 2, 5, 9, 10.
Yep.
Anything worse than that is a loss.
We have 20 seconds to the start, so right now penalties are not yet super important, but can be risky. When we're reaching 10 seconds, the game is completely different. There is an opening for a Polish sailor, but penalty for Marcino. 5 seconds to the start. Tricky situation here on the race committee boat, but can we say good start for Poland? It's kind of tied, but if I needed to point out one of the two as a victorious team, I would say Poland.
Yeah, well, if you look at the ranking on the left, 1, 2, 4, 7, 10 is better than what the Japanese have, so slight advantage for Poland so far.
The right wing shift is though coming right sooner, so at the moment Japan has better position for the next wing shift. So again, Poland well in the tactic, but Japan will win on the strategy. So positioning themselves on the racing area is a strategy. Fighting against your closest opponent is tactic. So I believe after the wind shift, we'll have a 1-2-3 situation
But we
for
have
Japan.
all 5 Japanese boats on the same side of the course. Whereas the Polish are a bit spread out.
Yeah. But there's no one in the right. While the Japanese are all in the right hand side of the racing course, the Polish are not. AKZ now is coming back. Marcino's now crossing behind. The rest of the is Andre. Where's Marcino?
Marcino is currently 9th. He just tacked on the right lane line.
Yeah, as you can see, 985 is in the lead, the second KRN, third the Flying Boss. Exactly what I predicted. Amazing wind shift. Japanese get it, and
They're all going to be coming on starboard, so they have the right of way.
yeah. Flying Boss tried to wreak havoc amongst.
Yeah, but he's going to put a penalty on the tech.
Yeah. I believe from the chat we have Gato Miao say hi. Ciao, Gato.
Exactly, Gato. Ciao. Hope you're doing well.
As you can see, 1, 2, 3 is confirmed. Even if there is a penalty, but it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's tough.
That is a winning combo.
That's a slam dunk. As you can understand, the real issue here is.
Come on, Marcino taking a 31, touching the mark.
Yeah. He didn't want to get the penalty from KRN. Well done, Karen. Penalty for Andre from Prime Boss. Behind is wrecking. He's having a lot of fun, let's say like that.
Yeah, he did put a penalty on Andres, but took a penalty himself right afterwards. The Japanese still have 985 and Kazuki kind of far away. Vegas not that far away, but with enough distance, I believe. And then Karen was putting a lot of penalties, finally took a penalty herself.
They're still victorious.
And they are still victorious. Marcino putting a penalty, another penalty on Karen. Flying Boss did slow down to try to slow down Andres. Marcino attacking, but not leaving enough room for Flying Boss to avoid. He's going to take the penalty himself.
It's also interesting that even Poland is not showing up their strongest sailors. So, really looking forward what will happen in the knockout.
I was going to say, it was kind of a risky thing to do, in my opinion, to have all 5 players for the Japanese, I'm talking, in that same area during that first leg.
Yeah, but if it's the right position...
they did the correct choice because they managed to read the shift and all that. But the wind can shift quite a bit, and for me this was a bit too risky in the sense that they could have been unlucky, they could have been lucky. And it turned out to be okay, but it could have easily turned out the other way around, and they would have had 5 players in the back.
I believe this one is a call from an outside players. I believe the Japanese are working with 5 in the water, 1 kind of helping with the tactic or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this
because
is
even
really,
though it's
really
a team, it's a team race. So even though there's only 5 racing on the water, the rest of the team is still in the voice chat, also spectating the races.
Yeah.
I believe the Japanese are also streaming on their side, so I'll have a look at their stream later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that I would understand any Japanese, but Maybe you two can have the auto trust thing.
You're not fluent in Japanese?
I am unfortunately not. But looks like
Uh,
penalties for the two Japanese at the back, but some friendly fire as well between Andres and Marcino. Unfortunately for them, even though they've put two Japanese in 9 and 10, the Japanese still have 1, 2, 3.
Rest numbers. What can we say about this one? This one is that was really harsh.
Yep. Well, next race is going to be A2V2 in the J70 KGR Mini RV cell on the Japanese side, 42611 and Vario on the Polar side.
And
So
this
the
one
two-
is interesting because Vari is insanely skilled on the team racing part, and the 2v2, most of it is team racing. Strategy is important, but it's not that important. Unless you leave them alone. But and KGR and Mine are training a lot recently. I won't say as much as Christoph.
So we have a very good team racer on the Polar side, but we do have a very good sailor on the Japanese side with KGR, especially having been in the Olympic esports and in the grand final as well for the eSailing World Championship.
Yeah. 10 seconds to the start. I believe Vari is in the lead at the moment. If
No
4216 is going nice.
And
Ooh,
Vari
start for
away
me.
Exactly. False start for Mino RV, so is going to have to come back behind the line and cross it again. That's good for the Polish. Now they just need to make sure that Mino RV still stays in the back and that they don't get caught up in KGR's choices, for example, with the mark traps or stuff like that. Because if KGR stays in the lead, it's going to be easier for him to put a mark trap.
That would be interesting. What is going to happen now to KGR? Because seems a left wing shift is coming soon, but not sure what is going to happen next. And in the moment, I believe Mine is getting covered by Vari for the whole. And the left switch has come, and let's see if Vari can give a penalty, and he can, and penalty for KGR. If I were Vari, I would stay on top of KGR and do not let them coming out from the penalty.
Yeah, KGR is going to try to luff up a bit, try to get closer to Vari.
Yeah, but it's actually Vari going to get close to KGR because KGR is scared that KGR is blocking a port to 611. So as you can see, both of them are going like 50-51, while port to 611 is going at 40-41. It's like a battle hook bear way more. But at the moment, KGR seems to be like in the middle of them.
We have KGR in the middle, Vari on the left, and 42611 on the right.
Yeah.
And on the bottom right of your screen, you have Mini RV.
That would be an interesting situation. Penalty for 2611.
And we'll see what Vari can do at this mark. So far, KGR has done a pretty good job at allowing Mina RV Sail to catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing job.
KGR is
penalty
going
on
to take the
KGR.
penalty. 4-2-6-1-1, just recovering from the penalties, and the two Polish are going to be in front for the start of this downwind. And as I said,
Mistake
at
here
Mina
by
RV
Vary,
Sail,
not placing the kite.
and Mina RV Sail is going to open the mark zone for KGR.
It's a difficult situation here. This one is an M course, so you will not finish on this. Oh, nice move by Vary. Really, really nice move. Attack by KGR, quick defense by Vary, and penalty for Toshiki Kogure. Vary now is in a tricky situation.
Yeah, he's gonna be busy for the rest of this race.
It's a difficult tactic, this one. You do not need to leave the inside open. Need to laugh up, No, penalty for him.
Penalty for him. 4-2-6-1-1. Tried to wait, but did not manage to catch any of the Japanese, and now we have swapped positions. The Japanese have taken the 1 and 2, and the Polish 3 and 4.
This is a really, really bad tactical decision for the Polish. A mark trap in that position is never helpful, is too risky. Covering one of the sailors during the upwind would be safer. If you're confident you can give a penalty, you do that. But the level is so high that it's really, really risky maneuver. You go always for the safer option, and you postpone the issue to the next leg.
Yeah, the intention of trying to help out the teammate is good. It was just done, I believe, at the wrong moment.
Correct.
But we'll see if they can still catch up. We still have a long downwind to go. But we're starting to have stronger winds, so they need to stay close, and unnecessary friendly fire there.
Yeah.
As the two Japanese rounds, mark number 5, and 2
And I
to
go
reach
for
it.
an easy victory. They're close enough for an attack or not?
Maybe with KGR?
Yeah. Need to make sure for 2-6-1-1 is playing as a team. Yeah, he need to go away, and is actually covering body. Really, really well done from the Japanese sailor over there. Really, really bad tactic for the Polish here.
As Mina Resale crosses the finish line, followed shortly by KGR in second place. Vari is going to take third, and 4-2-6-1-1 is going to take fourth. And 2v2 F50, so we're going to have port 2611 with Zimusp, and FSC Kazuki and Yuko.
So Japan is still not allowing, still putting down the best roster possible with the two finalists of Gdynia over there. So really, really strong roster from the Japanese perspective. Let's see how the Polish can do.
And we'll switch over to the water. Race number 7, less than a minute to go before they can cross the start line. And the Japanese already starting to be aggressive.
"40 seconds to start." Guys watching the video, do you think Poland can do 1 point here? Let's write it and tell what you think about it. Before the start, obviously, not later.
Type 1 in the chat if you think Poland can win this race. Type 2 in the chat if you think Japan is going to win. 1 for Poland, 2 for Japan.
So penalty for Zimus, penalty for port 2611. I would say good start-ish for Zimus. If he can accelerate a little bit. Because he's going like a couple of knots faster than Yuko, and he actually make it. I will have create more havoc, like slowing down just a little bit around the mark.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he should have done. He still has the gates.
Yeah.
But then with the F50, you know, it's a very fast boat, so mistakes can come quickly and cost dearly.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And as I said before, bringing the issue to the next leg could be the right choice here. At the moment, Zimus is on top of Yuko.
Sorry, that was port 2611 going too deep into the boundaries, taking a penalty.
Yeah, he shouldn't have pushed that much, and now Zimus needed to defend the position.
And Swedish
I believe-
eSailing saying Kazuki is the GOAT.
Yeah, Kazuki is the GOAT. So on the right hand side, there is no wind, but there is a massive right wind shift. What Zimus is doing is trying to slowing down both of the Japanese, so the port can come back. Definitely, the penalty was costly. Let's see how much. Oh, it's interesting now because there is a left wing shift coming in. So if Kazuki can manage to run the mark, he's easy in the lead. But if he cannot, no mark trap yet for Zimus.
No, he's taking his time. He might need to do something soon.
You still have an upwind. Let's try to slow down the other one before. But poor 2611 need to go faster. He is increasing the space that there is between him and the Japanese boats, rather than reducing it. It's not only in the meters but also in the seconds, because meters, when you double your speed, it's easy to increase the difference in space. Oh, risky maneuver by Zimus. Really risky. If Kazuki has hit him, will be a penalty for Poland and a victory there.
Swedish eSailing saying we can see how he plays in TRL that this will be very difficult to beat him in F50. Talking about Kazuki.
Yeah. I can agree more.
Okay, so now's the time for Zimus to try to do something. Fortunately, he lost first place to Kazuki.
Bedouin shift over there. But you know, nothing is done yet. Polish do not look well, but it's not done yet. It's a really strange situation here. Zimus went really off the ley line, allowing Yuko and Kazuki to come in. He lost the third position and 7-0 Japan. What we can say about this one?
Well, it was a good start from Zimus. He really showed his skills as a sailor, but more as a fleet racer than a team racer, I would say. Because he kind of did his own race. He went fast. He did some good decisions, but didn't really help out his teammate to try to catch up. 42611, on the other hand, did a very avoidable mistake, which was going out of boundaries. There we have it. So a lot of point difference in each races, but not each race was won this much by the Japanese. Again, it's always a question of these teams like Poland just doing this right thing at the right moment that's missing. But the rest of it, they've had some pretty solid tactics and strategies. They've had some pretty solid players as well. But it just wasn't enough to beat Japan, who've shown a really strong level today, putting an A+ performance, and just we're winning every single race 7-0. So Japan taking the lead in Group B. So we have first place for Japan with 11 points, second place for France currently with 6 points, third place for Poland with 2 points, and fourth place for Switzerland with 1 point. So Poland still have another game,
one race today
against Switzerland. So we're going to see Poland versus Switzerland at 5 p.m. UTC. This will decide how Poland will rank in the group, because that will be their last game. And then the last game for Group B, it's going to be France versus Switzerland coming next week. Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember.
And Wednesday. So a victory for Poland against Switzerland will qualify them on... a decisive victory will qualify him as third. A narrow one, I believe, will open up a little bit of room depending on the match between Switzerland and France. If France win with a decisive win against France, that could be tricky for Poland.
Yeah. Well, whatever happens, Japan is the winner of Group B.
Yeah.
They have solidified their place as the leader of that group. So time for us to wrap it up. Thank you all for watching. Later tonight is going to be Poland versus Switzerland. Make sure to follow the Switch channel to see this game. Alberto, it's been a pleasure to commentate this match with you. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you all in a few hours for Poland versus Switzerland. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.